The crowd is assembled at BMO Harris Bradley Center looking for a Bucks victory here in Milwaukee. And we've got it right here for you on 2K Sports. Looking at the last game for the Orlando Magic, it was a win against the New York Knicks. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
A look at the Magic starting group. Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Victor Oladipo is out there with Jennings. And it's Hezonja in at the 3 spot. Now here's Jennings. Turned in an outstanding game against New York. Feeds it to Oladipo. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And it's Milwaukee's ball. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Look at what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Don't discount, though, the effort from the other side, because I just thought they took advantage of the opening once they got a little momentum.
Here are the Magic now after the basket by Milwaukee. From the stripe. Rebound, Milwaukee. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
No good for Mr. Clutch. On defense, the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. The 3. Offensive rebound. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Bucks have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Parker, buried from 15 feet out.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
So it's Orlando now, trailing by 2. Now here's Jennings. Not a lot of room. Dishes it to Nicholson. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Hezonja. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Antetokounmpo kicks to Middleton. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Jennings wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball. Jennings has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Mr. Clutch. A 24-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
That is good. The Magic trail by 3. Jennings kicks to Vucevic. To the middle. That's good from Jennings on the assist by Nicholson. Jennings has got 5.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. Expanding his range. Vucevic with the rebound. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Jennings. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. For Milwaukee, they've gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Mr. Clutch. Guarded by Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. Mr. Clutch lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Mr. Clutch has got 9. The Magic trail by 3. Gallenberg. Both teams will make substitutions. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. On the court for Orlando, Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Jennings out there with Oladipo. And it's Hezonja in at the 3. Mr. Clutch, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Some good numbers in this one for Mr. Clutch. 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls was simply terrific. He finished with 24 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. It was a great contribution from someone who is considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
Thanks, Doris. He had a heck of an outing that night, GA.
Yeah, he really did, Kevin. I mean, a very professional performance. Played hard every single second he was on the court.
Guys, that's what we expect from him, and he rarely lets us down, and he certainly didn't let us down that night.
Jennings dishes to Vucevic. The shot no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They've led by as much as 10.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Boys checked in for Milwaukee. Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
1:11 left in the first half. Sanders inside. Vucevic defending. That one goes. Count it. 6 points for Jabari Parker.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Jennings passes to Nicholson. Vucevic is screen on Middleton. The Magic again can't hit. Milwaukee leading by 11. Here's Mr. Clutch. 13 points in the game. To the left wing. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Parker. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Picked by Vucevic. Pass to Hezonja. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Mr. Clutch, and he drains the three, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. They're going to bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time.
And the footage relayed to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus, I think he got it off in time. The replay leaving little doubt.
But to me, it's worth being certain. And that's why we have replay, to get these big calls right.
And they've overturned the call. The replay was conclusive, and that one's going to count.
And Kevin, an example of why it's good to have replay. I don't know what kind of impact it'll have on the final result, but you always want them to get every call right.
That'll do it for the first half. Bucks lead by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
The dynamite pair of Antetokounmpo and Parker at forward. Chris Middleton is out there with Mr. Clutch. And it's Sanders in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Nicholson. Evan Fournier comes in for Hezonja. C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Brandon Jennings. Vucevic with the block. Here's the break. Payton kicks to Fournier. Rebound, Milwaukee. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Dallenberg. Mr. Clutch buries it from three-point range. Mr. Clutch has got 19 points.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
.34 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Payton drives in. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Here's Mr. Clutch. 1 second left. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. For Milwaukee, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. And he makes the first. And the Bucks making a change here.
When's the last time I hit the rim?
And so he hits both. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Milwaukee on top, finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And we're rolling. Here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Bucks leading by 14. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Nicholson is the 4 with Vucevic at the 5. Jennings out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Hezonja in at the small forward.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Jennings passes to Hezonja. 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Here's Vucevic. Rebound by Smith.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Here's Mr. Clutch. Cannot hit. So Orlando. Will take it the other way. The pass to Hezonja. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Mr. Clutch. He's guarded by Jennings.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it. They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bucks?
From mid-range, it's been a very nice game for them. I mean, they've been finding the bottom of the net a lot.
Yeah, but they've been killing it from the free throw line tonight. Those points keep adding up as we go along.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Orlando. And stolen by Jennings. Kicks to Oladipo.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Passes to Mr. Clutch. 4 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Middleton.
And that tells you a lot about why the score is where it is. Lazy defense.
Oladipo right side. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bucks leading by 11. Here's Mr. Clutch. Parker dishes to Sanders. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
Excellent use of the screen that time. And that's 11 points for Victor Oladipo.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Come on, Bradley Center. You've got to make some noise for your energy. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Jennings with the steal. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Bucks leading by 8. Parker kicks to Antetokounmpo. Here's Mr. Clutch. Makes good on the step-back jumper. Mr. Clutch has got 9 points now in just the second half. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He was riding them pretty hard for the number of silly fouls they've committed in this game. He said, listen, we need to have some defensive discipline. Stop fighting on the shot fakes, stop reaching in, and stop giving them 3 points at the free throw line. We'll see if they'll respond, guys.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Just 5 on the clock. The feed now to Sanders. Here's Mr. Clutch. Great D that time from Jennings. The Magic trail by 8. 1:27 left in the game. The 17-footer. The rebound by Mr. Clutch. Mr. Clutch has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
At the line for your Bucks.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. .105 left here in the 4th quarter. Jennings with the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Antetokounmpo passes to Mr. Clutch. Fires at the elbow. Good. And the Bucks lead by 10.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Antetokounmpo passes to Mr. Clutch. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 32 points for Freak. Guys, we have seen them with a lot of good ball movement.
Well, you like the smooth operating they're showing you here. I mean, things are clicking, and more importantly, it makes him tough to defend.
Clark, what you know about Sade? Smooth operator. But I agree with you. I think we're all seeing that right now.
Yes, indeed.
Vucevic with the rebound.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now to our good friend Ernie Johnson, who is standing by in the studio.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
I don't know what got into him tonight. He caught the scoring bug and was just pouring it in the paint. That's the kind of offense he's capable of delivering when he sets his mind to it.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.